my name is SILVIAPUTRI Ningsih, NPM G1D020004. Here, I will bring a story about Putri Gading Cempaka. The following is the story. Long time ago, there lived a great king in Bengkulu. His name is King Ratu Agung. He ruled Sungai Serut Kingdom for years, and during those years, the people in the kingdom lived peacefully and prosperous. The king had 7 children. The last child was the only daughter in the family, and her name is Putri Gading Cempaka. Putri Gading Cempaka was very beautiful and kind. There were so many noble men came to their kingdom to propose the princess, but her father, King Ratu Agung, refused all of them because for him Putri Gading Cempaka was still too young to get married. One day, the king summoned all of his children into his room. At that moment, he was so weak and said to all of them, "My children, I think my time has come to leave you. I hope you all can keep your relationship as brother and sister. I have 2 important messages that I want to tell you before I die. First, I appointed Inarchild as my 6th, soon to be the next king of our kingdom. I hope you all can accept my decision. Second, if a big disaster ever happened on this land and you think that there is nothing you can do to save it, go to Bungku Mountain and stay there. Wait until a great king comes to propose my daughter." All of his children listened to his message carefully. None of them complained about it. A couple days later, the king passed away. All people in the kingdom mourned the king's death. Putri Gading Cempaka and all of her brothers buried their father in a special place. A couple days after the burial ceremony, they started to carry out their father's will. They held the crowning ceremony of Inarchild to replace their father as the new king. For some reason, they decided to change the name of the kingdom into Bengkulu Kingdom. Just like his father, Inarchild led the kingdom wisely and the people loved him so much. One day, a prince of Aceh Kingdom came to their land. He brought along with him so many people and presents because he wanted to propose Putri Gading Cempaka. He sent some of his soldiers and counselors to the place to see King Inarchild. When they arrived at the place, the counselors stated their intention to the king. King Inarchild told the counselor that they couldn't accept the prince's proposal because they had to keep their promise to their father. After that, the counselor and the soldiers returned to their ship and report the result to the prince. The prince was so angry to hear the news from his counselor. Here he felt that King Enerchild and his brother had insulted him with their dedication. So he challenged King Enerchild to a war. The big war was inevitable, and it lasted for days with so many casualties. At that moment, King Enerchild and his brothers realized that this may be the right time to carry out their father's second will. So they decided to bring anything they can, and they flee to Bungku Mountain with some surfaces war. When King Enerchild and his people flee from the kingdom, the prince from Aceh also returned to his kingdom. This condition left Bengkulu kingdom to be empty and angered. Hearing the news, some noblemen from Lebong, Balik Bukit, came to the kingdom and tried to claim it. But instead of combining their power to claim the throne, those noblemen fight each other over the throne. A couple weeks later, a wise man by the name Maharaja Sakti came to the land and broke all of the noblemen into an agreement. The noblemen realized that they cannot be a king, so they asked Maharaja Sakti to be their king and claimed Bengkulu kingdom. Maharaja Sakti agreed to their idea, so they held a crowning ceremony at the place. On the day of the ceremony, a big storm suddenly appeared in the kingdom. They cancelled the ceremony and waited for the storm to be over. But the storm was not getting lighter. Maharaja Sakti was curious about the storm. It was as if he was not meant to help the crowning ceremony. So he decided to ask to his sanam about the unusual condition. The shaman told him that if he wanted to be the king of the kingdom, he should wed the descendant of the rightful king. After that, Maharaja Sakti asked the shaman to locate the princess' whereabouts. The shaman used his magical power, and he found that the princess was in Bengkulu Mountain with her brothers. Maharaja Sakti sent some of these soldiers and his counselor to go to Bengkulu Mountain to deliver his message to the princess and her brother. When they arrived at Bengkulu Mountain, they went to Putri Gading Cempaka location right away, and they stated their intention to her and her brother. Putri Gading Cempaka and her brothers realized that this was exactly the same as their father told them before he died. So they gladly accepted the proposal. After that, Putri Gading Cempaka and her brothers, along with the soldiers, which were sent to deliver the message from Maharaja Sakti, returned to Bengkulu Kingdom. They held a big wedding party in the plains, and they crowned Maharaja Sakti as the new king of Bengkulu Kingdom with Putri Gading Cempaka as the queen. Together, they rebuilt the kingdom and moved the plans into a new location at Kuala Sungai Lemau. When the construction process was complete,